Logan Gilbert had a big night on the mound last night for the Mariners against the Athletics in game 1 of the season. Take a look at his last game last night. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits. He only allowed 1 run. He had 8 strikeouts versus 3 walks. Those 3 walks came early. He pitched 94 pitches total against the A's. But he looked good en route to a Mariners win on opening day. As now we head into the ballpark. Coming up next, it's the Athletics and Mariners. Luis Castillo will get the start today here in Game 2 of the new campaign. 30 starts last year under his belt. He was 11-12. He was battling some injuries, especially late in the year. He still had a fairly productive year, ERA just over 3.5. Looking to get that down a little bit this year, have a full season of success. Last year, up and down. He would say that it wasn't his most productive year. He would tell you that firsthand. We are underway here from Seattle with Butler taking ball 1 outside. Mariners won the opener in yesterday's contest. Outside 2-0, they hit.
2 ball, no
A
strike.
3-1 final score on 3 separate solo home runs by Ryan Bliss, Julio Rodriguez, and Luke
3
Raley.
ball, no strike.
As the 2025 season is underway, now it's down to business after the opening day festivities yesterday.
Ball 4,
And
down.
not a good
Take your
start
base.
for Castillo, a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring in Jacob Wilson, runner on first, nobody out.
Ball.
And inside it, again, 5 straight balls to start the game for Castillo. Mariners with a 3-1 win yesterday on opening day, looking to
1-1.
take game 2 here of this 4-game set as well. That was the first strike thrown by Castillo. And the 1-1 is on the ground and foul, 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. Good bounce back there by Castillo. And there's one away here in the first. And now that'll bring in Brent Rooker, the 3-hole hitter, hitless after yesterday's game. Runner on first with 1 out. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Castillo is starting to find it now. Another sellout here at T-Mobile Park. Game 2 of this 4-game set to start the year from Seattle. Inside corner, we got the call. We'll take it. 0-2. The 0-2 in the dirt and somehow got a piece of it. Castillo, 32 years of age, from the Dominican Republic. Strike 3 call, 2 away. Settling in well here in this first inning, and now here's Shea Langoliers. 2 out with a runner on first. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Castillo has been in the league since 2017, where he made his major league debut with the Cincinnati Reds. He's been here in Seattle since 2022. As this one misses inside, 1-1.
1 ball.
Last year he was battling some injuries. He appeared in 30 games, and then he ended the year on the IL. As that was a close play at first, but Butler's back in there. Castillo ended the year last year on the IL. 175 innings pitched.
Ball 2.
He had 197 the year before that. There's a foul ball straight back. 2-2 remains the count for Luis Castillo, trying to get through this first inning unscathed after the leadoff walk. Broken bat, little squibber to the right side. Dominic Solano gets the start at first base today, and he makes the play to retire the side. A's strand one. Castillo doesn't allow a hit, and we head to the bottom of the first. No score. Starter today for the A's will be Luis Severino. 31 starts under his belt last season. 11-7 record. ERA just under 4 at 3.91. And his task will be this Mariner lineup. Victor Robles will lead things off here for the Mariners. Mariners had 5 hits total in last night's game, 3 of them being solo home runs. Strike one. He went 0 for 4, did Robles yesterday with a couple strikeouts. Looking for his first hit of the season. Tries to bunt his way aboard left side, and it'll go foul. No balls and 2 strikes to Victor Robles. Outside, 1-2 the count. Robles looking for his first hit here in game number 2. Leading things off here in the first, and it's a little rollover to the left side. And that play will be made over there. 1 out here in the first as we take a look at the Mariners starting lineup. You just saw Victor Robles. Julio Rodriguez will stand in now. He hit a mammoth home run in yesterday's game. Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Jorge Polanco, that all stays the same. Donovan Solano will get the start at first base today. And Ryan Bliss and J.P. Crawford in the bottom 2. Ryan Bliss earned himself another start today after a home run hit in yesterday's contest. Here's Julio. Speaking of home runs, hit one in the upper deck yesterday for a mammoth home run to get things started for Seattle.
Ball 2.
That one is outside 2-0. Hammered down the right field line, slicing into the seats. It's 2-1. A lot of people are expecting a breakout year for Julio this season. Got off to a good start yesterday, and he fouls this one out of play to make it 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him at 98 miles an hour, and it's a strikeout for Severino, and there's 2 away. Now that'll bring in the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Raleigh with 100 RBIs last season earned himself a new contract. A big one for the big dumper, looking for his first big hit of the season. Strike 2, 0-2. Gold Glove winner back in 2024. He was also the first Seattle Mariner to earn a platinum. The 0-2. Check to swing, didn't go, and it's 1-2. Inside, he's worked it even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 28 years of age from North Carolina. Cal Raleigh. Fresh off the new contract extension. Works at full 3-2. Randy Arozarena waits on deck here for Seattle. This ball's hammered to the left side, but right into the glove of Gio Urshela. And the side is retired in the first. Mariners go 1-2-3. And we head to the second. No score here in Seattle. J.J. Bleday will lead things off here against Luis Castillo in the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for the A's after a walk in the first. No hits allowed by Castillo, and he comes in strike 1. Another good crowd here at T-Mobile Park today. Opening week continues, and there's another strike. Kenny Jansen calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight. Haven't had any issues early in this game as of yet with him. No balls and 2 strikes. strike three called at the knees, and there's one away. Blade coming off of a year in which he struck out 125 times, has already struck out a couple times here to start this season. Right at the knees, good pitch. And there's one away here in the second. And that'll bring in Zach Geloff. Geloff takes right down the middle. Drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 38th round of the 2018 June Amateur Draft. From Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Zach Geloff made a name for himself here in Oakland, technically last year, looking to make a name for himself this year with hopefully a breakout. Ball. Inside 1-2. Strike three called, another backwards K. Luis Castillo looking good, earning 4 strikeouts here through the first 2 innings of work, and now here's Gio Urshela. First pitch inside 1-0. The 33-year-old from Colombia, longtime New York Yankee. In the air towards right field. Robles makes the catch, and the side is retired. Luis Castillo, a 1-2-3 second. And we head to the bottom half, scoreless in Seattle. Randy Arozarena set to lead things up as we welcome you back to T-Mobile Park for the bottom of inning number 2. Neither team with a hit so far here through the first inning and a half of work. Now Arozarena looking for his first hit of the season. First pitch in there for a strike at 95 miles an hour, starting his first full season here with Seattle. Last year he spent 100 games with the Tampa Bay Rays before coming over to Seattle for 54 of the games played.
1-1.
Starting his 8th year in the majors. The 1-1 stays high, 2 balls and a strike. Since coming over to Seattle, he had 46 hits in 54 games. And this ball's hit back up the middle. There's his first hit of the season. First hit of the ball game, Randy Arozarena gets into the hit column for the first time in 2025. And the leadoff man's aboard here for Seattle. We were just mentioning it. Arozarena had 46 hits in 54 games since coming over to Seattle last year. He batted .231 in those 54 games. And now here is Luke Raley, who fouls off the first pitch. Home run in yesterday's game on opening day for Raley into right field. It was the third of 3 solo shots hit by the Mariners yesterday. 0-1 backdoor sweeper, and it's 0-2. Home run yesterday after hitting 22 home runs last season. Here's the 0-2, and it's ripped into the gap, right center field. Arozarena puts the speed on his way to third. He's getting the wave on. He's going to score. Luke Raley, RBI double, 1-0. Seattle. The first run driven in for the Mariners that was not over the fence. And Luke Raley starts off this season red hot. He hit a home run yesterday, and now an RBI double into the gap, making it 1-0 Seattle. And now here is Jorge Polanco. That one's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Runner on second, nobody out, 1-0 Seattle. Polanco stays alive. Oh, 2 pitch inside. Good battle here with 2 strikes by Polanco, and it's 1-2. Strike 3 call, top of the zone, 97 miles an hour. And Polanco's a strikeout victim here in the second. Coming off of a year where he didn't have a ton of success, was battling the injury bug all season long, struck out quite a bit. And now Donovan Solano for his first at-bat of the season. Downstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
286 average last year, 8 homers, 35 RBIs. For one of the newest tenured Mariners. Spent last season with the San Diego Padres. Little blooper into left field. This ball's going to fall in for a base hit. Rayleigh around third. We're coming to score. Donovan Solano with a little bloop single. And it turns into an RBI to make it 2-0 Mariners. Good inning. RBI double and now an RBI single. Solano, the guy over at first, and now here's Ryan Bless.
Ball.
Homered in yesterday's game after just hitting 2 home runs last season. He earned the start yesterday after a good spring training, and then he earned the start today because of a good day in yesterday's game. Strike 1, 1-1. Right side, base hit. Bliss stays hot. Mariners stay hot here in the second. Solano moves up to second base. Bliss is aboard again. He has yet to record an out for the Mariners over 2 games. And there's runners on first and second. And not done yet here in the second. And now J.P. Crawford, still only 1 out. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. 202 average last season, 9 homers, 37 RBIs. Runners on first and second, the 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Been with Seattle since 2018, where he was claimed from the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's the 0-2. Outside. 1-2 to count. Inside. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners aboard. A 2-run lead for Seattle, and a drive down the right field line. Crawford puts it down fair, and it one-hops the wall for a ground rule double and an RBI that scores Solano. 3-0 Mariners. And now back to the top of the order we go, and Victor Robles. Good inning here for Seattle.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Runners on second and third. A little blooper. Looks center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 2 more runs are going to score. And it's 5-0 Seattle. Victor Robles comes through. And what an inning here for the Mariners. Five runs home, still only 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 2, and now Julio. Strike 1 at the knees. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Coming off of a down year for him mammoth home run in yesterday's game into the upper deck. And he hits this one to the right side, another hit. Robles will stop it. No, he's going to go for third, the throw offline, and there's runners at the corners. Julio Rodriguez keeps the inning alive. He's got a base knock, and that's going to do it for the A's starter today. Mariners explode in the second. 5 runs, and they're not done yet. Out of the bullpen early is Noah Murdoch. Take a look at his scouting report. Fastball can get anywhere to the low to mid 90s. Changeup drops it down into the low 80 range. Two-seamer will have a little bit of movement, drop a couple miles per hour off of velocity. And his first task will be the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Mariners have scored 5 runs here in the second. There's still only 1 out, and they have runners at the corners. Victor Robles at third. Julio is the guy on over at first. And the Mariners looking to blow this thing open here early in this game. Inside, 1-0.
1-0.
Outside corner, didn't get the call, and it's 2-0. Robles, the guy at third. He drove in 2 runs moments ago, and then Julio with a base knock as well. He's at first. 3-0 to Cal Raleigh, and now they threaten to load the bases for Randy Arozarena. 3-0 to Cal. Didn't have the green light, and it's 3-1. Goes up and fouls it off, and it's 3-2 now. See if Julio takes off here from first base. Runners at the corners here with 1 out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cal left side, throw to second for 1, and the first to double play will end the inning, but not before the Mariners score 5 runs in the second. And a big double play for the A's to stop the bleeding, but the Mariners have 7 hits to the Athletics 9. It's the start of the 3rd inning here in Seattle. Luis Castillo had to sit a while, but he's got a 5-run lead to work with now here in his first start of the season. Strike 1. A little bit of an overshift is on, as much as you can get here in 2025. A 1, swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
No balls and 2 strikes, and a ball downstairs, 1-2. Castillo at 30 pitches after this next one here in the 3rd. He's got a 5-0 lead to work with here, so things are looking good. Right down the middle, strike 3 call. Another backwards K for Castillo. And there's 1 away here in the 3rd. Castillo has looked really good here. He's just pounding the strike zone. Only with 1 walk.
1 ball.
It's been
no
good
strike.
since then. Here's Tyler Soderstrom. A lot of high expectations from Athletic fans this year for this guy. Had a base hit in yesterday's contest. And he hammers this ball into the gap in right center. And this ball is going to leave the park, a home run for Tyler Soderstrom. And the Athletics get their first home run of the season, and right on cue, they get on the board. We just talked about how Athletic fans have a lot of high expectations for this guy, and right afterwards sends one high and deep into the Seattle sky. And good news about that is that Castillo's still got 4 runs to play with, but the A's are on the board. It's 5-1, a home run by the 9-hole hitter Soderstrom. And now Butler ambushes the very next pitch and skies it into right center, but Julio is there this time for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 out, nobody aboard, a run home And Jacob Wilson to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in the strikeout. Jammed him, fouled it back, 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and a strike. One just off the plate. Hitters count now at 2-1 to Jacob Wilson. Little poke job into center. Julio coming on, will not get it. It's a base hit. Somehow got barrel on that one and just bloops it over the head of everybody into no man's land in center field, and it's a 2-out hit. And now here's Brent Rooker to the plate. Runner on first with 2 out as he takes outside ball 1. 0 for 1 to the strikeout. His first time to the plate. Couple hits here in the inning for the A's. A home run by Soderstrom put the A's on the board, and now a bloop single here just moments ago. Rooker hammers it, and it's caught by Polanco. Welcome to the hot corner, Jorge Polanco. Tyler Soderstrom, though, puts the A's on the board. It's 5-1, halfway through inning number 3 in Seattle. Randy Arozarena set to lead things off here in the bottom of inning number 3. Mariners with a 5-1 lead now here in the 3rd inning. 5-run inning their last time in the bottom of inning number 2. A's got 1 of those runs back. Mariners looking to get it right back again. Breaking ball hit fouled on the right side. 1-1. And Murdoch now in some pain and is going to come out of this game. So because of the injury, Mitch Spence will come out for the Athletics. Hopefully Murdoch's okay. 35 games under Spence's belt last season. And Randy Arozarena still at the plate.
Ball
2, 2-1. Arozarena 1 for 1 in this game today. Hitters count to Arozarena, the 2-1. Outside, and it's 3-1. Luke Raley waits on deck. He's been a hot hitter as of late. And it's full count here to Arozarena.
Full count.
Three and 2, and a lace job into left center field. Arozarena's got extra bases. What a start for Seattle. Their 8th hit already, and Randy Arozarena is going to lead off double here in the 3rd. Beautiful at bat. He worked the count full, and then his laces run into the gap in left center. And the Mariners are threatening again for arguably their hottest hitter at the plate now, Luke Raley. He homered in yesterday's game, and he has an RBI double in this game. Coming off of a year in which he drove in 58 runs and 22 home runs as well. It seems like he's going to shatter both of those numbers this year if he can stay healthy. The 0-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Arozarena around 3rd. Throw to the plate comes all the way through, but it's well late. And it's 6-1 Seattle. Luke Raley does it again. Now here's Polanco to follow that up, and he fouls it away, 0-1. So Luke Raley, a home run, an RBI double, and an RBI single now over the past 2 games. Or like a game in 3 innings as Polanco skies that one foul. So already 3 RBIs on the young season for Luke Raley. And already 6 runs on the board for Seattle here tonight. 0-2. Polanco stays alive. Inside, didn't bite. 1-2. Polanco able to fight that one off. Trying to avoid another strikeout. Strikeouts were a problem for him last season. He was battling the injury bug pretty much all season long. Now trying to stay healthy here in 2025 and turn those batting numbers back around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And another chopper. This one's going to go foul. They'll do it again. There it is right there. High and deep to center field, and Polanco sends it out of here. .438 feet, the projected distance for Jorge Polanco, and it is 8-1. Seattle blows it open in the 3rd. That ball was tattooed. See Rowdy Tellez, or Soderstrom, just bend his head down over at first base. Everybody to stand still and watches it fly into the J-Rod zone. And it's 8-1 Seattle. And now here's Donovan Solano, who singled his first time, RBI single in his first at-bat of the season. And it is 8-1 Seattle in the bottom of the 3rd inning. On the ground left side. Backhanded by Wilson. Throw across in time, 1-1. What a start to the season for Seattle in their bats. 3 home runs yesterday, already 1 here today as well. Ryan Bliss hit the first home run of the season in yesterday's game. He earned himself another start here today. And he's 1 for 1 as well today. First pitch, right down the heart of the plate and fouled away, 0-1. 2 for 2 in yesterday's game. With that home run that we just talked about. Also drew a walk. He was on base 3 times yesterday. Strike 2, 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone, and that's a strikeout for Mitch Spence. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. And now J.P. Crawford, RBI double, his last time. Back in the 2nd.
Ball
1, 1-0.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. J.P. Crawford. 8-1 Seattle, bottom 3, nobody on. But a couple runs home in the inning, courtesy of Jorge Polanco's blast into center field. 1-1, breaking ball inside, 2-1. The 2-1 in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. And the Deucers are wild here for Mitch Spence and J.P. Crawford. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And a little chopper right side. This is Muncy, who makes the play to retire the side. But the Mariners strike for another couple runs. Jorge Polanco plays long ball for the first time this year. A swing and a drive into center field makes it 8-1 Seattle. Start of the 4th inning here in Seattle. Already 8-1 our score. Luis Castillo with a 7-run lead to work with. And he's looking good. That's his 40th pitch to start the 4th, and it's in there for a strike. Langoliers 0 for 4 yesterday with a couple strikeouts. 0 for 1 here so far today, as he's behind 0-2.
Ball.
Inside 1-2. Goes up to get it, 96 miles an hour, and he fouls it off, 1-2. So Castillo looking to get off to a good start here this year. He would critique himself. He's his biggest critic
2-2.
of his performance last year. He was still fairly productive last year for the Mariners. Ended up ending the season on the IL, which probably makes Castillo even more antsy to get out here today. And he's looking good so far, giving up just the 1 run on that home run hit in the 3rd.
No.
Other than that, he's been very good. Pitch count has been good. And he's in a battle here against Langoliers with Blade waiting on deck. Chop foul. Good battle here between these two, leading things off in the 4th. 3-2 again, and another foul ball. Lengthy at bat here for Langoliers here against Castillo. 9th pitch of the AB is another foul ball. That was actually the 10th pitch, so we'll see 11 pitches in this at-bat now, and pitch number 50 on the game for Luis Castillo. And imagine that, another foul ball. In the dirt, he lost it. 11 pitch at bat. Turned into a walk, and the leadoff man's aboard here in the 4th. And now here is J.J. Blade, who is 0 for 1. Runner on first, nobody out. Here in a 7-run ball game, and a foul ball hit to the right, 0-1. Blade fouls that one back over the top of the dugout, and it's 0-2. Blade drafted by the San Diego Padres in the 39th round of the 2016 draft. And this one misses just outside 1-2. Made his debut in 2022 against Pittsburgh in a game in which he did not have a hit. Last year for Oakland, he drove in 60 runs, hit 20 home runs. Batted .243 for the Athletics. He did strike out 125 times, though, which is his career high to this point. 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Castillo raises the ladder and gets a strikeout here in his 6th strikeout of the game in the 4th. Now Zach Geloff. Runner on first with 1 out. And that one stays high, 1-0. Geloff 0 for 2 after yesterday's game. Still hitless here tonight, 0 for 1. And he hits this one in the air towards right field. And Victor Robles will plan under it to make the catch, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. Runner remains at first base. So 2 quick outs after the leadoff walk, and now Gio Urshela will stand in. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the 4th in a 7-run ball game. First pitch just missed apparently, 1-0. Starting his 11th year in the majors is Gio Urshela. Spent 3 years with the Yankees, 2 with Cleveland, and then he had a bunch of years with just 1 year for the teams. He had 1 year with Minnesota, 1 year with Detroit, 1 year with the Angels, 1 year with the Atlanta Braves, 1 year with the Toronto Blue Jays, and now 1 year here in the Athletics organization. Pops it up on the infield, and this will be Ryan Bliss to make the catch, and the side is retired. A's strand 1. Mariners hanging on to a 7-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Victor Robles set to lead things off here for the Mariners. Bottom of inning number 4 and the top of the order here for Seattle. Inside, watch out, 1-0. Mariners already with 10 hits today.
Ball 2.
Outside 2 balls and no strikes. That one's right there. 2-1 the count. Robles, 27 years of age, coming up on his 28th birthday from the Dominican Republic. Been in the league since 2017. Spent a lot of time with the Washington Nationals, as that one's in there for a strike. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Starting his first full season here with the Mariners. Outside 3-2.
Full count.
77 games with Seattle last year, 14 with the Nationals. He spent some time on the injured list as well. As this ball's ripped foul, they'll do it again. With Seattle, since coming over from the Nationals, he hit 26 RBIs on 75 hits. He had only 4 home runs for Seattle. He only hit 4 home runs all season last year. Back up the middle, could be a tough play. Max Muncy. He's got it, but he pulls him off the base, and Robles is safe. And it's going to be a base hit for Robles. Starting things off here in the 4th and the 11th Mariner hit. And now here is Julio. 1 for 2 in the ball game. With a home run hit in yesterday's game. Hit one well into the upper deck. 450 feet out there. And he hammers this one high and deep to left. This ball's going back. Andujar watches it go! Julio with another bomb! And it's 10-1 Seattle. Second home run in as many days for Julio to start the season. Not as far as his first one hit yesterday. His first one yesterday went into the upper deck, but this one was loud off the bat, 385 feet. Just over the top of the bullpen to make it 10-1, and another pitching change coming here for the Athletics. Mariners blowing open here in the 4th. New pitcher into the game for the A's will be Ken Waldichuk. 35 games in 2023, did not appear last year. 35 games under his belt in 2023. He had a 5.36 ERA, did not appear in the majors last season. And he will come in here in a blowout in the making. And here's Cal Raleigh, the switch hitter, batting from the right-handed batter's box for the first time this season.
No strike.
And it takes ball 1-1-0. Mariners lead by 9. It's 10-1. 2-run homer by Julio Rodriguez, the latest damage. Checked his swing. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 3.
Outside, and Cal's way ahead. Randy Arozarena waits on deck. And the big dumper looking for a meatball here, the 3-1. He almost got it as he fouls it away, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Cal. On the ground left side. Handled by Urshela, and the throw to first is in time, 1-0. Now Randy Arozarena has had a good game. Good start to the season for him. 2 for 2 tonight. And he had possibly the defensive highlight of the season already in yesterday's game, robbing a home run over the wall in left field.
No, that's a ball.
That ball is downstairs. 1-1 the count. Chopper foul, 1-2. 2 runs already home in the inning here in the 4th with Julio Rodriguez, 2-run homer. His second home run in as many games to start the season. And Arozarena gets hit by a pitch on a 2-strike count. And things are going from bad to worse for the A's, and now Luke Raley will stand in. He is red hot to start the new campaign. 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's got a couple RBIs and a couple runs scored. He also homered in yesterday's game. This one stays high, 1-0. Expecting a breakout year from Luke Raley this year, along with Julio. That one's just foul. And it is 1-1. Pitching staff's going to be excellent. We already know that. That one's in there for a strike. Mariners pitching has only allowed 2 runs through the first 13 innings of work to start the season. The 1-2. Fouled away, and it remains 1-2. Another 1-2 in the dirt. Runner will take off for second.
2-2.
And then he puts the brakes on and stays at first. The 2-2 to Raley. Turned on and sent foul again. Another 2-2 on the way. Outside, good take. 3-2. Polanco waits on deck. And check on Arozarena over there. Three-two. In the air, right center. J.J. Bleday over a few steps will make the catch, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. Good battle there by Raley. But he couldn't deliver there, and he is at number 2 here in the 4th, and now that'll bring up the 6-hole hitter Jorge Polanco, who had a mammoth home run into center field earlier in the ballgame. Runner on first, 2 out, already 2 runs home in the inning. Stays high, 1-0. Right center. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Arozarena will stop at second. Polanco with the 2-hit night. It's only the 4th inning, and the Mariners already have 13 hits. Polanco gets his second, and there's 2 runners on with 2 out here in the 4th now for Donovan Solano, making his first appearances of the 2025 season.
Ball inside.
1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 2nd in his first at-bat of the new campaign, and his first at-bat with the Seattle Mariners. Spent last year with the San Diego Padres as he takes a strike 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Before that, he was in Minnesota. Before that, he was in Cincinnati. And before that, he was in San Francisco. Also had a stint in New York, Miami as well.
Ball.
Outside 2-1. So he's been all around both sides of the league. 37-year-old from Colombia. Right side, foul, 2-2. Last year with the Padres, Solano had 81 hits, 309 plate appearances. He had 8 homers, drove in just 35 runs, 96 games played. This ball's crushed, left field and deep. Solano sends this one back off the base of the wall. Another run comes in, make it 2 more runs in, and it's 12-1 Seattle. What a Seattle Mariners debut for Donovan Solano. 12-1 Mariners. And this is an onslaught in the making for Seattle. 12-1, and now here's Ryan Bliss. 4 more runs here in the inning as this one's fouled away. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. 0-1, fouled away, and it's 0-2. Bliss fouls that one back to stay alive, still 0-2. What a game here for Seattle. 12 runs through 3 2/3 innings at the plate so far. And he stays alive, emergency swing. No balls and 2 strikes. And Bliss, a little poke job towards right field. Could be trouble, and it's down for another hit. Solano on his way to the plate. He slides in safely, and it's 13-1. A little bloop RBI single to the right side for Ryan Bliss. Everything going the Mariners' way right now. And it's 13-1 here in the bottom of the 4th, and now J.P. Crawford, who's 1 for 2, will stand in. An offensive explosion. Now the only concern that the Mariners could possibly have is that Luis Castillo has been in the dugout for a long time, and he's had that a couple times in this game. This one stays high, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Crawford goes down swinging, and the side is retired. Mariners continue to pour it on. 15 hits and 13 runs through 4 innings, and it's a blowout. Take a look at our starter comparison as we welcome you back. It was not a good outing for Luis Severino. He pitched only 1 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 runs, 7 hits. He struck out 2. On the other side, Castillo's been good. 4 innings so far. Just the 1 run. He's allowed just 2 hits, and he's got 6 strikeouts. So a tale of 2 sides of a story. Castillo remains out there to start the 5th as he pounds in ball 1. Just 2 hits given up by Castillo, one of them being a home run. That's where that 1 run comes in. But the Mariners' starting pitching has been good. Logan Gilbert and company only gave up 1 run yesterday, and so far, well, I was going to say we've only given up 1 run so far here today, but there's a mammoth home run by Seth Brown into the back of the bleachers in right field. And the Athletics have their 2nd run on their 2nd solo home run of the game. Possibly the announcer jinx, my bad, Luis Castillo. That's why you can't talk about not giving up things while you're actually on the mound, because then that stuff happens. And that cuts the lead down to 11. And it's 13-2 on another solo home run. Here's the guy that hit the other one earlier in the ball game, Tyler Soderstrom. He hit that one back in the 3rd inning to get the A's on the board. So Castillo gives up his 3rd hit, his 2nd home run of those 3 hits. Good thing he's got a big lead to work with. And the 0-1 is right there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and it remains 0-2.
One, two.
11-run lead for the Mariners here in the 5th. Luis Castillo's looked good. Minus a couple home runs, and this one's fouled away 1-2. Castillo said it himself. He wants to be better this year than he was last. I mean, last year was still good, though. ERA at 3.64.
Ball.
Which is kind of in the middle of his career averages. And he started in 30 games. last year for Seattle. Pitched 175 innings. Ended the year on the IL, which might be where some of that thought processing is coming in. I mean, give up 25 home runs, and this one's into the gap left center field. Julio shows off the speed for nut number 1. Ninth year in the majors for Castillo as well. And I mean, over his career, he's got a 3.56 career ERA. This one's inside 1-0. 73 and 77 win-loss. Last year, he was 11 wins, 12 losses. A WAR of 1.8.
Yep.
There's a strike, 2-1. 6 years with the Cincinnati Reds for Castillo, 4 now here in Seattle. And this ball's hit to the left side. And Polanco makes the play for the second out of the inning. And now Jacob Wilson, who is 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch inside, 1-0. 0 for 4 yesterday when the strikeout was Wilson, the shortstop. Hammers this one foul, and it's 1-1. All the way to the other side this time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chase the ball outside. Another strikeout for Castillo. Seth Brown cuts the lead down to 11. It's 13-2 Mariners. Halfway through inning number 5. New pitcher into the game for the Athletics. Mitchell Otanez will come out. He appeared in yesterday's game. Didn't allow a run. Struck out 75% of the batters he faced. Gave up a hit to a right-hander. And now Victor Robles will stand in. Robles doesn't bite outside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Robles 2 for 3 in the ball game. And he has a third hit as he dinks that one into right field. And it's a 3-hit night for Victor Robles. But Robles 3 for 4. Mariners continue to add on. And now here's Julio. 2 for 3. 2 home runs in 2 games to start the season for him. He's got a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored as well in this game. First pitch to Julio, just fouled on the right side. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
No ball.
We mentioned it a lot in the broadcast yesterday. A lot of people are expecting a breakout year from Julio this season. He had his statistically lowest season last year. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one away here in the 5th. But a lot of people are expecting big things from Julio this year, and I think he is expecting that from himself as well. Cal Raleigh stands in, 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th. He's 0 for 3. Here's another guy that has big expectations here in 2025. Cal Raleigh.
1-0.
1-0. Padres lead 2-0 over the Atlanta Braves. Spencer Strider against Dylan Cease in that game. And the Tigers lead 2-0 over the Dodgers. Cow into the gap right center. And a running catch is made for out number 2. Squared that one up 105 miles an hour off the bat, but J.J. Bleday had a beat on it. Now here's Randy Arozarena, who is 2 for 2. Double and a single, and he scored 3 times. Pops this one out of play, foul, 0-1. Starting his first full year here in a Mariners uniform. Down the left field line and slicing into the seats. Right side, good snare over there at first by Soderstrom, and the side is retired. Mariners ran a base runner, but they still lead 13-2 as we head to the 6th. It's the start of the 6th inning. Luis Castillo remains out there. He's got 80 pitches under his belt. He's looked good. And this one's right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Giving up just 2 runs on 2 separate solo homers. And the pitch count is pretty decent as well. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout to start the 6th. Then there's 1 away. And the 8th strikeout for Castillo tonight. Now here's Shea Langoliers, who is 0 for 1 at the walk. Downstairs, 1-0. 3rd round pick is Langoliers back in 2019, as this one's found back. It's 1-1. Back again, and it's 1-2. 97 miles an hour from Castillo, still throwing it well. Here, 86 pitches in, and this ball in the air to right field. Robles going back a few steps to make the catch, and there's 2 away here in the 6th. Now J.J. Bleday, who is 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts, will stand in.
No, that's a ball.
Ball 1. Bleday's been in the league since 2022 for the Athletics. As that one's in there for a strike.
1-1.
He did get drafted by the San Diego Padres in 2016. As this ball is down the left field line and out of play. Made his debut in July of 2022 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And that was when he was playing for Miami. He played for Miami for a season in the major leagues after getting drafted from San Diego. Then he's been with Oakland for 3 years now, including this year. There's a strike 3 called on the outside edge. Castillo's got 9 strikeouts. And he's looking good. Back here at T-Mobile Park, Mariners lead 13-2. As Luke Raley will stand in to lead things off against Otañez for the Athletics. Luke Raley, red hot start to the season, homer in yesterday's game.
Ball, no.
And today, he's got some good numbers as well. He's 2 for 3. And that one hits the inside corner. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Raley fouls that one back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Raley, 30 years old, from Hinckley, Ohio. Drafted by the Dodgers in the 7th round back in 2016. Hammers that one foul to the left. Raley made his debut April 9th, 2021 against Washington. in the dirt, 2-2. Last year for Seattle, he drove in 58 runs on 22 homers, 243 RBIs, and a strikeout here for the first out of the sixth. Struck out 135 times last year, which was a career high. And now here is Polanco. Mammoth home run earlier, 2 for 3, home run and a single in this game.
Ball 1.
0 for 3 yesterday with 3 strikeouts, and that was a point that he made to us. He wanted to get his strikeout numbers down. He had a very bad strikeout year last year. As this ball is hit to right field, pretty well struck. Butler going back, and it's gone! Second home run of the night for Polanco, and the Mariners add on even more. Jorge Polanco coming off of a night last night in which he struck out 3 times. And now he's homered twice in this game, and he's got 3 hits. How the tables turn, and now here is Solano in a 14-2 game. Right side, one hop into the glove of Soderstrom, and that is out number 2. Now Ryan Bliss. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Couple singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Good start to the season for him. Continues in a base hit up the middle into center for his 3rd hit tonight. He's 3 for 4. Ryan Bliss just barreling up the baseball in the last couple of games. At a home run in his first opening day start yesterday, and now he's got a 3-hit game here tonight, earning himself a spot in that starting lineup. Probably again tomorrow as Crawford stands in and takes ball 1. RBI double earlier in the ball game, and a run scored as well. 14-2 Mariners here in the 6th. And check on Bliss over there. Outside corner got the call, 1-1. Chopper foul, 1-2. Runner takes off, 1-2 pitch is high, throw down to second is right there in time. What a throw by Langoliers to gun down the runner, and Jorge Polanco adds another onto the board. 14-2, Seattle. To the back third of this game we go. Zach Geloff will lead things off here for the A's. We have a very enthusiastic Bender down there. And Castillo remains out there as he pounds in a ball, 1-0. Trent Thornton and Gregory Santos warming up in the Mariners bullpen. A 14-2 lead for the Mariners. Back up the middle and through for a base hit. Geloff gets aboard here to start the 7th here against Luis Castillo. 95 miles an hour on that fastball here. 94 pitches now, and here is Urshela. Just off the plate, they call the strike, 0-1. Probably the last hitter Castillo is going to face here as he approaches 100 pitches on his first start of the year. Runner on first with nobody out. And downstairs, 1-1. In the air to center, straight at Julio, who barely has to move, and there's one away. Mariners defense tonight hasn't really had to work a ton. Castillo's looked very good. And a ton of running around for that Mariners defense out there behind him. And here is Seth Brown as Castillo approaches 100 pitches. 98 is a strike, and it's 0-1. '99 is a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Pitch number 100 on the game here for Luis Castillo. Trying to set down Brown. The 0-2. Yes! 93 miles an hour, 10 strikeouts on pitch number 100. And Tyler Soderstrom now to the plate. And the last chance for Castillo.
1-0.
1-0 inside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Castillo is feeling it. Castillo looking to finish this game strong. He's been strong all night long. Another swing and a miss.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2. Castillo trying to finish it off with his 11th strikeout of the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Soderstrom.
No.
Ooh, just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's 2-2. Deuces are wild for Castillo. Pitch number 105 on the way. In the air to center and down for a base hit. Julio plays it on a hop, gets it in quickly, and Castillo gives up a base knock on what will be his last hitter of the game, I believe. Yes, it will. But what an outing for Luis Castillo. Gives up just 2 runs, goes into the hundreds on his pitch count, and leaves with a standing ovation from the Mariner faithful. Trent Thornton will come into the game here for Seattle. Last season he had 71 games with a 4-3 record, 3.61 ERA, and he will come in here in a blowout, just trying to strand the runners on base here for the Athletics. Top of the order due up, runners on first and second for Lawrence Butler with 2 out. And a strike in there from Thornton, and it's 0-1. .262 average for Butler last season, 22 homers, 57 RBIs. And a check swing, check over at 30 went around, and it's 0-2. Trying to argue his case over there. Still not happy about it. Back into the box he goes, 0-2 the count. Thornton trying to end the inning right here. Fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. From Thornton to Butler. And a fly ball foul. They'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, and in the dirt. Good stop by Cal behind the plate. And they'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Somehow made contact with that, and they'll do it again. Emergency swing. Downstairs. Good battle here by Lawrence Butler here against Thornton. 8th pitch of the at-bat on the way from Trent Thornton. Here to Lawrence Butler with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th. Hammered foul again. We've seen a few of these at-bats in this game. This one lengthy. We're going to see a 9th pitch. from Trent Thornton out of the bullpen. 2-2 one more time. Inside, full count. My goodness. At-bats like these in a blowout game just make you kind of lean back in your chair and go, here we go. And a walk.
Take your base.
So Thornton walks the batter on 9 pitches, and the bases are loaded here for the A's, and Jacob Wilson here with 2 left. Wilson 1 for 3 here in the ball game. Downstairs 1-0. There are the base runners. Geloff at third, Soderstrom at second, and Butler on over at first. Bases loaded here for the A's in a 12-run game. 2-0. Thornton struggling to find the strike zone. You're winning by 12. Just pound the zone. Trying to do too much. There's a strike, a swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Fly ball right center. Robles coming in will make the catch. And the A's strand the bases loaded. Thornton does his job. Castillo finishes strong. And we head to the 7th inning stretch in a blowout in the making. J.P. Crawford set to begin here in the bottom of inning number 7. 1 for 3 with a double. An RBI and a run scored. Last year batted just over 200 at 202. 37 RBIs, 9 homers. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Mitchell Ohtani stays out there. 26 pitches out of the bullpen to this point. Here, a 12-run game. Big swing and a miss by Crawford, and it's 0-2. Off the fists and foul back. They'll do it again at 0-2. Crawford batting about .67 through the first couple days. 1 for 3 here today. Fouls that one off of Langoliers. So the Mariners with a win today will take control of this opening series. It's a 4-game set, so they can't win the series tonight. But they can make it so they will not be able to lose it. Because that one's outside 1-2. Yesterday's game they won 3-1. 3 solo home runs, and today the bats have just exploded as this ball is exploded off the bat and sent foul, and they'll do it again 1-2. This ball's back up the middle. Might have gotten a piece of Ohtani as a diving play up the middle, but no play at first. And Crawford's aboard here with nobody out here in the 7th. Now Victor Robles, who's had a good game, he's 3 for 4, swing and a miss there.
No ball, 1 strike.
Game 3 of the series tomorrow night, 6:40 here in Seattle. And the series finale on Sunday at 1 o'clock. First daytime game of the year between these two clubs on Sunday to finish off the series. And the Mariners will host the Detroit Tigers coming into town on Monday for a 3-game set as this ball's in the dirt. They'll play the Tigers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday being a day game. Then they will have a day off next Thursday before going on the road for the first time to San Francisco. Two outside, full count to Victor Robles. Julio waits on deck. Strike 3 called, 1-1. And now Julio. 2 for 4 for the home run, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run score. Already 2 home runs on the early season. Good sliding stop by Muncy, and the throw to first is in time. Julio robbed of a hit, and Crawford moves up to second base. Good play by the youngster Max Muncy. Now Cal at the plate, runner on second with 2 out. Check to swing for a strike, nothing in 1. 0 for 4 tonight is Cal. Lined out back in the first inning, coming off of a 100 RBI season and 34 homers last year that earned him a big contract extension. 1 down and away, 1-1 the count. Crawford, the guy at second base here in a 12-run game, 14-2 our score. Inside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball into center, straight away, and Blade makes the catch to retire the side. Mariners strand 1, but they still lead big. It's a 12-run game as we head to the 8th inning here at T-Mobile Park. Brent Rooker to begin things here in the 8th inning against Trent Thornton, who will remain out there out of the Mariners bullpen. 14-2 is our score. And a first pitch strike, nothing in 1. On the ground right side and through for a base hit. So Brent Rooker gets aboard here to start the 8th inning. And there's 1 on with nobody out for the full 4-hole hitter, Shea Langoliers. In the dirt, gets away from Cal, but not a good read over there at first, and he'll remain over there, ball 1. 0 for 2 with a walk is Langoliers, just over 25,000 in attendance here tonight. Trent Thornton, 6 foot, 190, 31 years of age, from Charlotte, North Carolina. He was drafted by the Houston Astros back in 2015 in the 5th round. He attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. He made his debut in 2019 against Detroit, pitched 5 innings, struck out 8. Last year for Seattle, he had an ERA of 3.61. And a swing and a miss there for a strikeout. Trent Thornton, out number 1. Appeared in 71 games last year, did Thornton for Seattle. He finished 16 of them. He gave up 63 hits, 8 home runs, 19 walks. He struck out 77 batters, and he faced 294 batters. There's a strike. 3.61 ERA last year. Spent some time with the Blue Jays as well, which is where he made his debut. Spent 5 years in the Toronto organization and 3 years now here in Seattle. On the ground to the right side, and it's 0-2. In the dirt, good stop by Cal again. The big dumper. A wall back there, and it's 1-2. One, two, downstairs, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a somehow got a barrel on it and sends it into the seats foul. On the ground right side, and a base hit for Blade. So runners on first and second. Good throw from Robles out there. Gets it into third. And there's runners on first and second with one man out. And now Zach Geloff to the plate. In there for a strike, nothing in one. Geloff 1 for 3 with a single. In spring training, Thornton was 0-1 record-wise. He had a 4.7 ERA in 8 games pitched. He pitched 7 innings, allowed 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs. He struck out 7, hit 2 batters.
1-2.
That's 30 batters faced. So kind of a rough spring for Thornton, looking to turn it around here in the regular season. Didn't give up any homers, though. Didn't walk anybody as well. In the air to right field. It'll be Julio in right center to make the catch. 2 out. And the runners will not tag. 2 away here in the top half of the 8th. According to Baseball Reference, the projection for Thornton this year is for him to have a 3-3 record with a 3.74 ERA. He'll get a save in 65 innings pitched. He'll allow 59 hits, 30 runs, 27 earned runs. He'll allow only 8 home runs. He'll walk 20 batters. And he'll face about 267 batters or so.
1-0.
Home run per 9 will be 1.1. Walk per 9 will be 2.8. Strikeout per 9 will be 8.6. So they expect him to have quite a few strikeouts this year. They expect him to be mediocre at best. ERA will be decently good at 3.74. I think that's about average, I would say, for the expectation for Trent Thornton, at least against Baseball Reference's perspective.
No,
That
that's a
ball's
ball.
down. It is 2-1. In the air to right field, Robles coming on quickly, makes the running catch, and the side is retired. A's strand a couple more runners aboard. And we head to the bottom half of inning number 8. 4, 5, and 6 to up here for Seattle. Tyler Ferguson will come in here for the A's. Pitched in yesterday's game, pitched 2 innings here against Seattle. 4.5 ERA. 6'4", 225, born in Fresno, California. And his first task will be Randy Arozarena here in the bottom of inning number 8. Inside 1-0. Last year, Ferguson had a 3.68 ERA, 51 innings pitched. He allowed 32 hits.
No.
He faced 207 batters. Gave up 4 home runs, 24 walks, 62 strikeouts. But the ERA at 3.68 in that stint is pretty good. Looking to get that down a little bit. He had a 4-2 record as well for the A's. Went to Vanderbilt in college. Originally from Fresno, California. 3-1 here to Randy Arozarena. Made his debut in May of last season. Arozarena turns on this one, sends it high and deep to left, and it's gone! Another one for Seattle, and Arozarena gets his first of the season. It is just an onslaught here in Seattle, 15-2 on a home run by Randy Arozarena. Just left it right over the heart of the plate, might have even elevated a little bit. A hanging breaking ball sent into the bullpen just over the glove of Seth Brown. And it's a 15-2 lead, and here's Rayleigh.
Ball.
Outside, 1-1, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Rayleigh 2 for 4 with a double, a single, a couple RBIs, and a couple runs scored. He homered in yesterday's game as well, as that one stays high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Jose Laseric coming up in the A's bullpen. This ball's cambered towards center. Wade on the run makes the catch, and there's one away. 102 miles an hour off the bat of Luke Raley, a scorcher into center. Speaking of scorchers to center, Jorge Polanco will stand in. He has hit 2 home runs, including a big fly into center field, and he has turned it on here to start this season. 3 for 4 tonight with a couple homers.
Outside.
Outside, ball 1.
Ball
Just
2.
off the plate, 2-0. Stays high. Ooh, called a strike, and it's 2-1. About 25,000 umpires in the stands disagree. 2 balls and a strike. Here for Jorge Polanco. Ooh, same spot. Might have even been a little higher. And it's 2-2. Fly ball into center. J.J. Bleday ranging back a few steps. Ballpark will hold this one. And that is at number 2. Polanco seeing it very well. He is a flyout victim there. And here's Donovan Solano. First start of the season. And it's a good one. 2 for 4 in the ball game. He's got a double, a single, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored as he takes strike 1 on the inside edge of the plate. 0-1, slap foul. 0-2. That one's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. It hasn't been announced officially yet. We'll probably see Dylan Moore somewhere in the lineup, as this ball is into the gap in left center field. Solano hits this one off the warning track and over the fence for a ground rule double. 3-hit night for Solano here in his first start of the season. And now Ryan Bliss. Jammed him down the right field line and foul. 0-1. 3 for 4, 3 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. This is after a game yesterday in which he had multiple hits, including a home run. He is making a name for himself here very quickly in the city of Seattle through the first couple of games. Swing and a miss on a ball outside, and it is 0-2. Inside, a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 call on top of the zone, and that one will retire the side. Randy Arozarena adds on though for the Mariners, and it is 15-2 as we head to the 9th. Tyler Saucedo will come into this blowout. It's not a save situation, it's barely a close. He's just trying to finish it away and get 3 outs. Take a look at his stats last year. 6'4", 205, 31-year-old from Honolulu. Drafted by the Blue Jays back in 2015. Here with Seattle for his 3rd season in a Mariners uniform. There's a strike, 0-1. Came over to Seattle in 2023 after spending the first 2 seasons with the Blue Jays. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. He didn't really play in 2022. Only appeared in 2 games, or in 2 innings rather, in 2022. He was hurt for most of that season. Ground ball right side, Bliss. Spinning throw to get it. Out number 1. Last year for the Mariners, Saucedo at a 3.49 ERA. He appeared in 53 games. 38.2 innings pitched, 35 hits, 15 runs, 15 earned runs. So they were all earned, which is good.
That's a ball.
Just 3 home runs, 18 walks. He was a pretty good guy out of the bullpen last year. He had a 2-0 record. 53 games under his belt, not too shabby. Emerson Hancock and Gregory Santos up in the bullpen just in case, as this one is fouled away, 1-1. So the Mariners, assuming something insane doesn't happen here, will start off 2-0, and they'll be in control of this 4-game set. Left side base hit into the 6-hole past Crawford. And there's one away with a runner aboard now here in the ninth. Mariners will improve to 2-0, assuming something insane doesn't happen here in the ninth. Be in control of this 4-game set that goes in through the weekend for both of these clubs. Mariners will not be able to lose it, assuming they lose on Saturday and Sunday.
Ball.
Stands outside, 1-0. Butler 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in this game. Be kind of fun to see if Saucedo can roll a ground ball here, turn a double play to end this game right now. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Tigers Dodgers is a good one down in Los Angeles, tied at 7 in the ninth. Slapped the other way, base hit for Lawrence Butler. Good cutoff there by Arozarena. Throw comes into third. And there's runners on first and second here with 1 out. Not an ideal start for Saucedo's season here, even in a blowout situation. And now Jacob Wilson.
No, inside.
1-1, 1-0. 1 for 4 with a single here in the ball game, batting .250 so far. Or no, excuse me, that was in 2024. .250 last year, didn't hit a home run. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Slap foul to the right, and it's 1-2. 15-2, Mariners lead it by 13 runs. 1-2 on the ground, left side pass, the diving Polanco into left. And that'll get home at least 1 run. Here comes the relay to the plate. And they do just get 1 run, and it's 15-3 on an RBI single by Jacob Wilson. So the A's playing with some pride. It's now a 12-run game, and Brent Rooker to the plate. And he swings and misses at the first pitch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh, 1 downstairs, 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike. Ball. No.
That one misses just inside. 2 balls and a strike to Brent Rooker. 1 for 4 in the ball game. 15-3 is our score. Mariners trying to put the finishing touches on this blowout win and start the season off 2-0. There's a strike, 2-2. Ground ball, they could roll a double play and end it right here. Saucedo looking for a strikeout as well. A run home in the inning for the A's, and a ground ball, another fair ball down the left field line. Arozarena over there again. Another run will come in, and it's 15-4. So a couple of runs allowed here in the inning. Good thing it's 15-4 still. 11-run lead for the Mariners, and now here's Langoliers. Outside, 1-0. So some ninth inning pride here for the Athletics before this one's said and done. As Saucedo pounds in a strike, 1-1. Chopper foul, 1-2. Double play ball still in order here for the Mariners. If they can get a ground ball that's playable, it could end it right here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the air to straightaway center field, hit well. Julio going back, he looks up and it is gone. Shea Langoliers into dead center, and the A's aren't going away quietly here in the ninth. The blowout game turns into a single run game. It's 15-7 here in the ninth. And Tyler Saucedo needs to get on a plane to China. 428 feet for Langoliers, 104 miles an hour off the bat, and Saucedo's night will very quickly come to a close. That was interesting. So now it was a good game that you felt good about, not as good now after Saucedo kind of ruined the vibe here in Seattle, giving up a lot of runs in the ninth inning, and now Gregory Santos will come out to try to just put the finishing touches on this game so we can all go home. But Saucedo kind of ruins the vibe in this building in the ninth inning after a great blowout. He went around. It's 0-1. Now it's 15-7 coming in. It was 15-2, so 5 runs here in the ninth inning. Given up by Tyler Saucedo.
Ball 1.
And now the crowd getting restless here in Seattle, even though we're still up by 7. 1-2, by 8 rather. Chopper foul, and it's 1-2. Just missed outside, and it's 2-2.
Full count.
Full count now. This ninth inning taking a very long time. 3-2 and then a walk.
Ball 4.
Oh, man. An inning in which the Mariners came in leading 15-2. Still only 1 out here in the ninth. 5 runs have come across. Here's Geloff. Left side, pass to diving Polanco again. Rosarena over to cut it off. Throw will come into third to hold the runner at second. And the A's just won't go away. Now Gio Urshela. Still only 1 out. Right down the middle of the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0 for 4, flat out back in the second inning, did Urshela. This game's starting to get a little reckless. Swing and a miss by Urshela, 0-2.
0-2.
Right side, diving play by Bliss, throw to first in time, 2 away. Ryan Bliss showing off his range over there at second, and the Mariners are not away from their second win of the year. Great momentum swing play there by Bliss, and now the last chance for the A's is Seth Brown. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
1 for 4, home run, RBI, and a run scored. 15-7 now. After it was 15-2 coming into the ninth. Fouled away, 0-2. And the Athletics are down to their final strike here tonight. Santos trying to finally shut the door here in the ninth. The 0-2. Fouled away on the left side. They'll do it again. O2 pitch, line drive, pass Crawford into left, a base hit. Rosarena's throw to the plate is on line and not in time. Two more runs scored. It's a 6-run game, and now here's Tyler Soderstrom. This ninth inning
Ball.
getting very, very restless.
1 ball, no strike.
Soderstrom 3 for 4, home run, a couple singles, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. This ninth inning has been exhausting. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. And again, the A's are down to their final strike. Come on, Santos, put them away here. The 1-2 pitch. Somehow got a piece of it. Swing and a miss. There we go. Santos retires Soderstrom swinging. And the ball game is over, and the Mariners win it 15-9. Wow. A game where their offense exploded, their bullpen gave them a little bit of a scare there in the ninth. But now that gives us something to know. How and who will you trust out of the bullpen in a closer game than that? I mean, they give up 7 runs in the ninth inning there, and they still won by 6. But in a close game, who will you trust out of the bullpen? Definitely not Saucedo, that's for sure. Good game for the Mariners. They score 15 runs here in just the second game of the year. And show off the power. Julio's homered in both of the games so far. Ryan Bliss has looked good. And Castillo was electrifying on the bump. Mariners win it by a score of 15-9. Ton of offense, some defense as well. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for Game 3 of this 4-game set.